Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your host, Tiny Chester. We're playing Nations with the Dynasties expansion. This is not the dice game, but um, obviously a very similar looking game with the box and how things are going. Civilization, building from scratch, lots of cards, lots of decisions and everything. Obviously, not the dice game, but playing the dice game, which I thought was pretty interesting, inspired me to get out the base board game and expansion and play it because I always say, oh, I love Nations. I should play it some more. That's why I got the dice game because I'm like, I like Nations. Maybe I should get the dice version and see how that plays. I played the dice version, which we just did the other day on the channel, and it was great. It was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. Kind of a different kind of take on the game a little bit, but yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. I would play that again, but I was actually gonna play it again, and then I thought, well, you know what? I always say I should play Nations, and I never do. So now it's my chance. Let's play it. So that's why we got out Nations to play it because I think it's a great game, and we need to play it. We need to play it every once in a while, and it's get it get it on the table for you guys and try it out. So I'm just shuffling up the deck. Let's get to what's going on. So oops, let's go back for just a second. Some other information. So we played Nations, the dice game, just the other day. We played it as the Mongolian Horde, right? That was our like random. I just randomly picked a country to play or whatever. So we're actually playing this as Mongolia, so we can compare. We got basically the same ish kind of country, right? So let's see what this does. Playing the big game, yeah. So we're back to this is the full blown game, yeah, of nations. So you can see there's this is Era 1 cards. There's 84 of these cards, lots of different cards, and there's lots of, as you can see, lots of different. There's black, there's blue, there's gray, there's green, there's brown, there's yellow, there's orange, all kinds of different colored cards in here. It's like a rainbow of colors in there, and they each do different things. We're going to show you that here in a second. But let's look at our player board before we get too excited here. So we're playing against the AI. We're playing solo. The AI in this game basically just takes things that you might be interested in getting, and I'm actually changing the rule. I'm going with my own variation. So I wanted to mention this. So in the normal game, the normal solo, you roll a 6-sided dice, just like we did in the dice version the other day. And basically what it represents is which column is the enemy going to take all the cards, right? So if we roll the 3, it would go to column 3 and would take all the cards, which for me makes no sense, right? Because you're not going to get in a game where you're playing with people, right? An AI is supposed to simulate what's going on in a real life game. That's what an AI does. Artificial intelligence. Intelligence based upon human facts. If I'm playing with 2, 3, 4 people, it doesn't matter. It's not like everyone is going to choose from the same row. So what I'm doing is I'm house ruling the solitaire into I roll, right? And if I roll a 3, then I roll a white dice. On a 1, 2, 3, it's going to take the 1 gold. On a 4, 5, it's going to take the 2 gold. And on a 6, it's going to take a 3 gold. Because in a normal game, most people don't buy the 3 cost gold ones because they don't have that much money and they don't want to spend that much money. So this will simulate an extra AI, more advanced AI than just rolling and having the AI wipe out a complete row of stuff, which doesn't make sense. If I'm playing with 2 or 3 people, right, more than likely they're either going to choose from the 1 row or the 2 row or the different columns. So this makes it more realistic for me, anyways. We'll see how it goes. All right, so What are we doing? Right. So we both start here. We both start here. We don't have any of this. Let's look at our player board. So interesting enough, we're going to start with 3 food, 6 stone, 7 gold, 4 victory points, and 4 meeples, which you can see here. There's actually a meeple that's out of the game. We don't use it because we're Mongolia, right? And I should mention, again, we are playing with the Dynasties expansion. And one of the things the Dynasty expansion adds is individual player boards for the different countries again. And each of the countries have different starting resources. So you can see here for Egypt, they start with 3 food, 6 stone, 6 money, 7 victory points, and 5 guys, right? And they have different buildings up here, right? You can see because of the Mongols, we only have 4 buildings here, plus a special, right? And you can see if we can say compare that to Mali, you can see that they have different buildings here, different special ability. Sometimes, depending on the country, you'll have more worker or more wonder area, less colonies, more advisors. You know, they are all different, and all the different starting resources. Every other country starts with 5 guys, except for us. For whatever reason, we only start with 4 extra workers. So one of our workers is just, we don't get it. It's just out of the game. So that's what we start with. We start with 4 workers. Here's a pool of other guys, but if we use these guys, it's going to cost, food or culture. Is that what this track is again? Culture track? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Anyways, let's shuffle up and get some cards out. So when you're only playing with 2 people, and what we're gonna have to do is maybe move this down here, and nope, go away. Start again. All right, and it's pretty good. Not bad. All right. So we got our, again, 84. I think I counted there's either 84 cards with the expansion, which of course adds some cards in here. And we're going to get just 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 when you're playing with 2 people. You're playing with 3 people. You're playing with 4 people. You get more rows. In fact, it says right here. With 3 plus people, with 4 plus people, and with 5 people. So we're playing with just the 2 of us, so we're just going to do the first 4 rows. And we're playing solo. All right, here we go. And away we go. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now there's actually going to be in each era, we've got 4 different eras. In each era, there's a and a B, and then we score. And then the same thing with error 2, and then error 3, and then error 4. So there's actually 2 2 turns, basically, that happens. The first turn, we'll have these, we'll score, we'll do things, and then we'll replace some of these cards. Some of these cards will be based upon areas that you can conquer, colonies, but you're going to need a certain amount of attack power And then it's going to give you some kind of bonus down here. All right. There is these here, which are military units. Red are military units. Your orange are your leaders, advisors is what they call them. Your green are colonies. Then your wonders are brown. You also have blue, which are different buildings. And then you have yellow, which are I think these are events. Is that what this is? Events. You can also have battles, and you can actually have wars. So lots of different things. All right. So we basically have 4 workers. When we put a worker, right, as an action, we can purchase one of these cards. These all cost 1. These cost 2. These cost 3. So for an action, we can purchase a card. And when we do, we immediately get to put it down. If it replaces a building, so like say we build this one here, we can take it and we can replace it, put it down over this building. We can put it anywhere we want. We can put it over a military unit if we wanted. But if there was workers here, we put this down, the workers go back, and we'd have to resummon them, which costs stone, obviously. So we have to look and see what we have. So we have the yurt, which is going to earn us 1 food and 1 gold. And to put a worker there, it's going to cost us a stone. Here is a caravan. It's going to give us 1 culture and 1 money. It costs us a stone to put a guy there. We, of course, being the Mongols, we have the best military. And we start with the best military. We have the horse archer, which is a normal 5 attack. But each one of our guys there costs us a food at the end of the round. We're going to have to pay for them. And it costs 2 stones to build a guy there. And then this area doesn't have anything at all. A special ability, we can buy a wonder, put it here, and then when we construct it, it slides all the way over here. Then we can buy another wonder and do the same thing. Okay, so what, where, and how? First thing we have to do is flip up this. So there is age 1 scoring tiles. These are for the AI. We will shuffle these up. And then we're going to draw one. Oop. Boom. It shows us what the AI's military is going to end up. So the AI's military is basically going to end up with 2. And it's going to end up with a 3 for culture. And then it shows us how many things are available. We're going to have 3 architects. Architects are the resources you can use to purchase to help build the wonders. You can see here, here's a wonder. If we put an architect on this spot, it's going to cost 2 stone, but put an architect here, this one costs 0 stone, and then this costs 1. Once you have 3 architects on this guy, you've built the Petra, and it'll give you a bonus. So action, once per round, you get -1 food, but for 3 books. You lose, let's see, you lose some food, and you gain +3 culture, +3 gold, or +3 stones. There you go. Okay, so you lose a food for one of those +3. Okay, got it. Okay. All right, so, and then the AI, since there's 4 columns, right? If we roll a 1, 2, 3, or 4, it'll tell us which one of those columns it will go. If it rolls a 5, it's going to use architects, and if it rolls 6, it gets extra culture. Each of these are different. Okay. What are we going to do? You can see the AI cheats. It's yellow, by the way. We're red. We're red. We start with 1 culture. It starts with 2 culture. Now the culture will keep track of round after round after round as we play. Whoever's ahead on the culture track gets, I think these are books. These are books, not culture. Books, knowledge, track, whatever you want to call it. So we have to decide what we're going to do. We obviously start with a really good military unit, so being very militaristic might be very good. If we actually look at a military unit, so the military units are attack value. This is how much your value will go up on your military rank, and then it has a raid value, which is how much this unit raids, which is important for like these here, because this says the Battle of Cannae, right? For whatever your raid value is, you get a book or a food or a stone. So the higher your raid value, the more stones you can get. And then of course it shows you how much it costs. And then at the end of the game, if this is your final military unit and you have guys on here, it'll show you how many victory points you will score. All right. I believe there's actually score every time we do the scoring. Anyways, so we might want to look at a leader. We might want to look at upgrading our buildings. Remember, we only have 4 workers, unlike every other race that starts with 5 workers. And we have one area that doesn't do anything for us. What is the most important thing? Because, again, you don't know randomly what the AI is going to choose. So, just as an example, right, we would roll this. 6 means it's going to do the 6th action, which means its culture would go up 2, which is not good. No, those are books. Sorry, those are books. His books would go up 2, not culture. Culture is different. Sorry. All right. So we don't want AI to screw us. We start. First. Well, wait a minute. Before we do anything, you should probably follow your game summary solitaire. So we have our round marker, which we would advance, but first round of the game we don't. Okay. Then we do progress cards. So that's where we fill in the progress cards. Then we do growth. So for growth, you can either take a guy that's not in the game yet, which are all these guys down here. You can take one of those guys, or you can, based upon the difficulty you're playing, either chieftain, prince, king, or emperor, you can take those amount of resources. So we're playing on the prince difficulty, which means we can have 3 stone, or 3 money, or 3 food. Okay? One thing we didn't talk about is at the end of the round, we're going to have to pay 2 food. We're going to have to pay for our anything that costs food up here, but we're also going to have to pay 2 extra food. We only started with 3 food. We don't have a lot of food. So if we don't make a lot of food, right, we could make food by putting guys here. That would, at the end, when we produce, it would produce 2 food for us, but it's not really great use of our guys. So we might want to, in the growth phase, start off by taking 3 food. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start off. I don't want to run out of food. We're going to take 3 food. Boom. That is our growth phase. Next up is new tile, which we did. All right. Now we will roll the dice if the shadow player is the first player. He is not. We always start with the first player in the first turn. And then whoever ends up higher on the military track will become first player for the next round. And then we do the action phase where we can deploy workers, deploy military workers, we can buy progress cards, we can hire architects, we can do special actions, and we can undeploy as many workers as you want. Some of these are free actions, some are not. But that is a look at what we can do. And we are in the action phase now because we kind of went out of turn. And I apologize for that. So don't yell at me in the chat. Okay. So as our action, we can deploy workers. We can deploy military workers. All right. If we deploy any workers out there, it's basically a free action unless we deploy them to a military. If you deploy it to a military, then we roll to see what the AI does. Okay? If we buy gain a tile, right? We gain a tile, then that's our action. Then we roll for the AI. If we hire an architect, that's an action. We roll for the AI. If we activate our special action, that is also an action. We would then roll for the AI. So you can undeploy workers for free, and you can assign workers to your non-military units for free. That's basically what that represents, but you will see that as we go. So here we go now. Just 20 minutes in, a little bit of setup, a little bit of talking about tutorial. Now you know how to play. We are playing. So we need something to cover up this because that's nothing, right? We would like to cover that up with something good. We only have 3, 6, 7 gold. That's a lot of gold. That's not too bad. Our special action is defeats cost 2 extra resources. So, and I'm not even sure how that works, to be 100% honest. And I looked through the rule book and I looked through the expansion, and there's no description on how this actually works, especially against solo when you're not fighting other people. You're fighting the solo mod. So I might have to look online. So we probably won't be activating our special power since I don't know how to activate it. If you all think you can figure it out or you have an idea of what that means, let me know in the comment section down below if you've ever played Mongolia, or if you know what this represents or what we should do. I would love to hear from you guys and let me know. That'd be awesome. So thank you. All right. So we should get a leader, but there's literally only one leader out there, and this Hypartia. All right. So if we have over 2 culture, we remove her. So we can't ever have more than 2 culture. Ooh, that's interesting. So we can't ever have more than 2 culture. She produces +1. Huh. Then +1 book per plus. So she will continue. She will. I guess it's just like these little special tokens. So she will. If we get her, we just put every time we produce just a thing on her, and then we get 1 book for every one of these. So the first turn we'll get 1. The second turn we'll get 2. Third turn we'll get 3. So more and more, she'll just become better and better. If we go with her, if we want books. So she's a good way to get us some nice books. And she's literally, for now, the only leader that'll be out there. So if we need a leader, we want our leader. Now remember, there's going to be 2 turns in Era 1. So we're going to play through this turn, and then all these cards, except for any card in the 3rd row that isn't selected, every other card, all those cards in the first 2 rows, they get wiped out. All these cards get wiped out. And then anything in the 3rd row moves down, and then we refill the 2nd and the 3rd row. So you don't get like a complete reset. It's mostly a reset, though. So we might get another leader come out the next group, which is a possibility. I would like to take over Armenia, right? I would love to take over Armenia. but you need to have at least a battle strength of 6, which is our attack is a 5 with our archers, which means we would need to put 2 guys there to take over that territory. Because then we would have a battle strength of 10. 5 for each guy. 5 is 10, which would be enough to take that over. And I don't think putting 2 guys there to take over one territory is a good resource investment. So, like, if our guy was a 6, or we had the leader that gave us like a +1 to our military or something, then we only had to put 1 guy there, then yes, I would try to take over that territory. But we only have 4 guys. We need to, we need, oof. Hmm. Hmm. I'm just analyzing our choices here. I mean, this is wow. This is a brutal start, to be honest. There's 1 leader. Um, there's 2 wonders. There's 2 battles. There's 1 war. There's 2 events, and there's only 1 conquer, and there's only 2 buildings. So there's a good variety, but man, ugh. All right, you know what? Let's just freaking do something. So we're gonna spend 2 gold, and we're gonna get the forum. So the forum is spend for each guy I put on here. It's gonna cost us a stone, and then at the end of the game, it would be for 2 guys. We could earn up to 2 victory points. Gives us 2 gold and a food every guy that we have on here. So you can see this is very comparable with this, but better in that this is 1 food and 1 gold. This is 2 gold and 1 food. So slightly better. We could put it here, but I mean, we're not going to put guys here and then put a guy here because it just doesn't make sense. So we're just going to upgrade our yurt to a forum. And that's our action. That's all we do. We got a thing, cost us 2 gold. We're done. Let's see what the AI does. Again, the black dice represents the column that it uses, and then the white dice is 1, 2, 3 is the bottom, the cheap row, 4 and 5 for the middle row, and 6, which is going to be the top row, which, you know, again, I'm not going to spend a lot of 3 money to get that. I rolled a 2 and a 3. So 2 is column 1, column 2, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he rolled a 3. So he's going to take this out of the game. In a normal game, again, if you play it by the rules in the book, he would just wipe this whole column out. Just wipe it all out. Just take all those out. But I don't think that's realistic. If you're playing 1-on-1, they're not going to be able to buy 3 cards. So I'm changing the rules to fit how I want it to play. So just keep that in mind. All right. So back to our turn. All right, we're going to put one of our 4 guys, and we're going to actually put them on the archers, which means we've got a unit of horse archers now. So we have 5 strength. So we move this to 5. We also have a raid value of 4. At the end of the turn, for every guy here, it's going to cost us 1 food. So we're going to lose a food. And don't forget, at the end of the turn, we're going to lose 2 food from this. So that's why we decided to start off with 3 food from our Prince difficulty. 3 food. So we would have some to lose if we needed to. And we're done. And because we put a guy on a military unit, that is an action. So we do not get to do that for free. And he went to row 1. And he's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a 4. So he's going to take the Honesty, which I actually considered the Honesty, which gives you 2 books. And then you can spend a resource and get a victory point. So you can spend 5 resources to get 5 victory points. All right, so that was what the AI did. Now what we're going to do is we're going to spend 2 more gold. 2 more gold. And we're going to go right here. We're going to do the Battle of Cannae. Battle of Cannae. All right, and basically each of these is going to ask you what your battle value is, your raid value, and then give you certain rewards. So you can either get books or food or stones based upon our value. We have 4 because we have a guy there. That's why we put a guy there, so we can have a battle. And we're going to take 4 books. 1, 2, 3, 4 books. So we have taken 4 books. And we're done. And this is not worth victory points or anything at the end, so we can just discard it. Doesn't matter. And when the AI gets to do his thing. 5. So 5 is over here. He's going to take an architect. In fact, he's going to take 2 architects out of the group. That means there's only 1 architect left if we wanted to build a wonder. Which we only have 3 gold left. So money is to buy things, as you can see. Whew. We could buy a 3 because we have 3 money left, but that would be the last thing we could do for the round. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to spend the 3. We are going to spend the 3. And we're going to go for the Vatican. That's right. The Mongolian nation is going to buy the Vatican. Build the Vatican. It's worth 3 books and a gold. So we're going to put that right there. Obviously much better than our steps. Let's see what the AI does. Column 1. And he would get number 6. There isn't one. So we go to the next one to see if there's one available. So it wraps around this one. And he's going to take that one. All right. So our turn. We are basically going to just put our workers out and then end our turn. So we're going to put books and gold. We're going to take gold and food. more money, I think is better. Yep, okay. So we put out the rest of our workers. We don't have any more, so we just call end of turn. We're done. So that's it. Doesn't matter if the AI takes anything else because we're done. So, boom. The turn ends, and now we just finish up this, which is production. So you do production, you do gold first. So we got a worker here for 2 gold, and another worker there for 2 gold. So that's 4 gold. And then we have a worker here for 1 gold. So that's 2, 4, 5. We got 5 gold. 3, 4, 5 gold. Then we earned food. We earned 1 food from this guy, 1 food from this guy. That's 2 food. And then this guy costs us -1 food. So we only earned 1 food. We earned 1 food. Then we have stone. We have no stone. 0 stone. And then books. We have 3 books from this guy. 1, 2, 3. So we're up to 8 books. He only has 2. All right. So we look at our military, and we're going to see who's got the most military. I have the most military, so I'm going to stay first player. Then we would look to see if there's a war. There is no war cards. The AI didn't take a war card, and I didn't play a war card, so there's no war. Then we look at stability. You would lose points based upon if your stability goes in the negative. Then we have to pay the famine, which is this amount here. We have to pay 2 food. So we're taking our 2 food. Boom. And then we do the end of the age scoring, which if we have more books than the AI, which we do, we score 3 victory points. So we take a +3 marker and add that to our thing. And then we take any of the 1 and 2s and get rid of them. Boom. The rest of them slide over to the left and down. And then we refill. Wow. 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 3 wars? Are you kidding me? That is all in the era 1s. You can see all the cards we did not go through quite a bit. Tons and tons and tons of cards that we did not encounter in this game. As you can see, a lot of replayability. I think there's probably over 60 cards we didn't go through. All right. We then advance the turn marker to round B. We flip up a new tile. That's going to be AI is going to have 6 military, 1 culture. We only have 1 architect in there. He's going to go up 2 in the books. And then at the end, we're going to have a famine of 1 food. He's going to lose a military if he rolls a 5. And he's going to gain 2 books if he rolls a 6. We are first player. We keep our guys where they're at. At any time, you can take guys off of your things for a free action. But until you do that, they're obviously engaged. Now, we would actually... This is a normal situation. We might like... right. So the first thing, right? So we round marker advance. We put the cards out. Now we do growth. So our first thing is, do we get some free resources or do we take a guy? We are going to take a guy. 8, 4, 5. I'm going to need 2. All right. I'm going to take a guy. So this special guy is, as you can see over here, it's going to cost us 3 food at the end of the turn. We have to spend 3 food for him. We're also going to have to spend a food for this guy, and we're going to have to spend a food for the famine. So that's 3, 4, 5. We have to have 5 food at the end of our turn to pay off, right? We have 5 food. But don't forget, currently, we're making 2 food. We're making 2. So we would get 2 food, and then we'd have to spend 5. So that's so we want to make sure at the end of the turn we got lots of food. So it is our guy go first. There's only one. We're going to spend 1 money, and we're going to take the Petra. This is a wonder we build. So we spend an action to get an architect, put the architect down here, spend the stone, and then once it's completed, we can slide it down and over, and then you get those resources as well at the end of the turn. So we're going to take this, put it under construction. What's the AI going to do? Row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he's going to build a war. He's starting a war. The Hunnic invasion. So we put the war on there. And everyone needs to have at least a 4 to fight this war. You put the marker on there. You have to have at least 4 to fight this war. If you're less than that, you can compensate for your stability of your civilization to adjust what you lose based upon that. So, like, for example, let's say the AI, instead of having 6 military, had 1 military, and he had 4 stability, right? At the end, he would have to have a military strength of 4, which he doesn't. He only has a military strength of 1. So he's going to lose 4 food in this war. Well, he can compensate and say, no, I am only going to lose, well, let's say he had this. Let's say he had a 2. Instead of losing 4 food, he could use 2 of his stability to compensate for that. So instead of losing 4, he only loses 2 because he's got 2 stability. So, but he doesn't have to worry about that because he's got enough. I've actually got enough. I don't know why the AI would have done that, but, you know, whatever. It would have been much smarter for him to get this one because this is a 6. I only have a 5. He's got a 6. He would have fought that war. I would have lost. That could have been problems. Well, that's what you get for playing dumb people, I guess. All right, our turn. So now we have this extra worker, right? We can try to get more food. Getting some stone would be nice. No, we are going to get a, all right, that's why I wanted to do that. We're going to build an architect, which costs us 2 stone. So we spend 3, get 1 back. So we still need 2 more architects to finish this guy up, unfortunately, but that's our turn. Let's see what the AI gets. 2. Oh, he's going to take a battle. So he would take this out. All right. Back to our turn. Turns go by really quickly, as you can see, when you don't have to think. All right, here's what we're going to do. We are going to go. We're going right there. Which is going to cost us 2 stone. Actually, when we put our first guy there, it should have cost us 2 stone, and I think I forgot to do that. So I'm going to pay that 2 stone to put that guy there, which means we're out of stone. But I'm going to put that guy there because it should have cost us 2 stone. I'm hoping to get this, so I'm hoping the AI does not take that away. Oh, our military is 10, by the way. Because you have 2 guys at 5 apiece. It's going to cost us another food, though, which is kind of bad. 2, 3, so we get this card, but that card is not there, so he gets the next card in line. Boom. And we are going to spend 2 gold. 1 back. We're going to go after and conquer Hindu Kish. We have to have a military strength of at least 9 and or equal to 9. We have 10. And every turn is going to earn us 3 stone. That is huge because we make 0 stone right now. And you can see we don't own any stone there. That is like the most important thing we could have probably done. AI. 1, 3. It's not there. Goes to there. Goes to here. Boom. Takes this away. I was hoping he would roll some 5s to lose some military strength, but it's not going to happen. All right. Is there anything else we need to do? We could take over Macedonia. Because we obviously have a strength of greater 4. It would give us 2 military every turn. Plus, then we can get one of these guys back. And we would have a 5 plus 2. We'd have a 7 military, which is not bad. But it costs us 2 gold. And remember, you can only have 2 colonies because you only have 2 of them spaces. Do we want to waste it on that? What else are we going to spend our money on? I don't know. Yeah, I think we are going to... we're probably going to replace it like immediately. So it's kind of just wasting gold, I guess. So probably not. We only have 2 gold, so we can't get any of the 3s. Kind of a bummer. Oh, I should not have gotten these 3 victory points. You only do the end of age scoring at the end of the age. Sorry, my bad. So I'm going to get rid of those 3 victory points. I think we're done. I think we're done. We're not going to waste the money getting the +2. I want to get that worker back off of there because we really shouldn't need a military that strong, but that's okay. So we're done. So we end the turn. All right, we produce gold first. So I got 2, 4, 5 gold. So 1, 2, 5. All right. Then we do food. We got 1, 2, -2, so we get no food. Stone, we got no stone. Books, we have 3 books. 1, 2, 3. So we look at the turn order. I'm higher than him. Boom. War, which we're both fine. We both did the war. We don't have any problems. So stability. Oh, right. So right. So if our stability is greater than or equal to the shadow player, then we get a victory point. Otherwise, we lose a victory point. So we should have actually lost a victory point at the end of the first turn. And we lose a victory point because we're not as high this turn. So we're actually going to lose 2 victory points. because the 2 rounds we played were lower than it. That's what stability does. We want to be equal to or higher than the AI. If not, we get penalty. Now we got to pay for the famine. We have to pay 3 for our worker down here, 1 for this. So we have to pay 4 food. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then at the end of the age scoring, we look at books. Who's got the most books gets 3 victory points. That we will take. Then all these cards go away. End of... Oh! All right, these go away. Error 1 tiles. We get error 2 tiles. There's 6 of each error. That's we just did the scoring, so now we move on to the medieval phase. I'm not sure what this is doing. Yep. Not sure what that is for. All right. So we are done with that. I like to use those to cover up so I'm not in the wrong section, right? So I use those over here so I can see the first error, and then I use the second time over here so I can see the second error stuff. All right. So we got error 2 coming up. Same general things with just more resources, more costs, better buildings, better leaders, slightly better, you know. And we are done. Let's go. We have a building, a war, and a unit. 2 events, and all right. Wow, we still did not see a single. We've seen 1 leader the whole game so far. That's crazy. We actually have a couple buildings though, which is nice. There's 3 military units. These guys are each 4. So you can see how good our military guy that we started with is that good. Where we're in error 2, right? And this guy is there's a 5 there. So there would be other civilizations that would have to upgrade their military unit. We don't have to. So that's kind of our thing. Oh, this should have stayed there. There we go. Oops. Our card. I wiped out our card when I dropped all these things. What was our card? Oh my gosh, I gotta try and find our card. It was our error 1 card. When the deck slid across, I must have accidentally picked it up. It wasn't in the library. It was a blue card. I know that. Pagoda? No, it wasn't the mine. Wasn't that. It wasn't the brewery. Where the hell did our card go? Wasn't the aqueduct. Confucius army? No. It was the forum. That's what it was. It was the forum. Okay. Somehow, when I dropped those cards and they slid across the table, I scooped them up and I took our card with it. So, all right. Let's see what the AI does in the first part of the second era. So he's going to... military strength of 10. Are you kidding me? Wow, we're tied. He's going to gain 3. He's going to have 3 of these architects, and he's going to gain 5 books. And then he would lose an use an architect or lose his stability. All right. We go first. I like going first. Oh, you know what we didn't do was get our 3 stone from this our unit thing there. So we should have 3 stone. Okay. So we only have 3 stone and 1 food. So for our growth, we can take a guy or we can take some resources. We're gonna take some resources. We're gonna take 3 food. All right, so that is our growth. We did the tile, and now we're ready to go in era 2. Era 2. I'd like to get a new building. That's 3 food and a money. This is 2 stone and stability. Oh, and these guys were already up there. Right. Okay. All right. I am, as a free action, I am going to remove our fighters and hope we don't need them this round because you know what? That's kind of dumb. Hang on. That's dumb. All right. Hang on. Time out. Undo that. I am just going to spend the 1 gold. And yeah, we're going to take the windmill. We're going to put the windmill right there. All right. What's the AI going to do? 5, which is, oh, he's going to take an architect. Right. I need to stop what I'm doing and do architect stuff, but I only have 3 stone, which sucks. Oh, this one actually doesn't only, all right. So I'm going to spend an action to get an architect. Putting this architect on actually costs 0 stone. So we're good there. Let's see what the AI, let's hope the AI doesn't roll a 5 and take the last architect. No, 1, 6. So he's going for the long ships. He's going for the big military. All right, put that up there, I think. You know how we didn't get that leader in the beginning because I'm like, oh, we're gonna replace her like pretty soon, and like literally we haven't seen any other leaders yet. Yeah, like yeah. All right, we are going to buy the last architect, spend our last stone because that's what it says there. Put that architect on there, and when we do, that finishes this. So now this action, I can use it once per round where I give up a food and I can get 3 books, 3 money, or 3 stone, and that is huge, 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 huge. All right, let's see what the eye does. 4, 3. It takes the longbowman now. Wow. So he took the long ships and the longbowman. Okay. Our turn. I am going to spend my food to get 3 stone, I think. 1, 2, 3 stone. Done. Let's see what the eye does. 6. So he's going to get -1 stability. All right. That's good. I am, as a free action, going to remove my 2 fighters, which is going to take us down to 0. And then I am going to, as a free action, assign 2 workers here, which is going to cost me 4 stone. 1, 2, 3, 4 stone. And that was all free actions. So I'm going to end my turn. Done. So we go into production. Gold. I have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 gold. Wow. Who would have thunk that I was rich? Not me. Then we do food. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 food. I don't lose any food. So I get 8 food. 3, 6, 7, 8 food. Then it costs me 3 food for this. I think it's every turn. I'm pretty sure it's every turn you lose that. I'm pretty sure it's every turn you lose 3 food. I don't think it's like a one-time thing. So I'm going to spend the 3 for that. That was the food. Then stone. We got nothing here, but we get 3 stone for our Hindu Kish. 3 stone. We already activated that, so we don't have to worry about it. We check the player order. Actually, he's going to go first next turn because he's got a much stronger military than us right now. We lose a victory point because he's got, once again, he's stronger. We have to pay the famine, which is 2 food. Cost from there, 2 food. We're not at the end of the age, so now we advance the ruined marker. These all go away. Those all shift down and over. We go and fill it out. There's the leader, Farnley. There's another one, Marco Polo and Thomas Aquento. So we can move this over here. All right, it gets to go first, so it might take anything that we want right away. 3. 1, 2, 3, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's going to go with the war right off the bat. It's going to go with the war. Oh, hang on a second before we do any of that. I'm going to flip up this. Holy crap. He's got a 15 military strength, 1 culture, 1 of these. He only gains 1 book, 2 famine, loses 2 military, and gains 3 books, depending on what he rolls. Okay. Well, that was crazy. We still have a 0 military. What are we going to do? We're... We need to get some stability so we can use some... So, yeah, -3 to stability would... That would be bad. That gives us +3 to stability. Oh, we keep forgetting to do books. I should be getting 3 books. 1, 2, 3. And then I should have got 3 books the last turn. I think I didn't forget it or didn't remember to do books. That's crazy.
52 when you get up tomorrow.
Ooh, that sounds cold. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want you to get cold. Wow. What are we going to do? We got 4 stone. Oh, this resets. So we can get some stone for this. We got 3. So we got 6. We got plenty of money. So we can take our workers off of there. Put them elsewhere. We wanted to. So what are we going to do? We are going to take another worker off our production side. So now we owe 6 food plus this. We're going to need 8 food. Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to spend a gold piece. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to get the castle. And the castle is going to replace the forum. That gives us lots of culture. We can maybe use some culture. Put a couple guys up there. Get some culture. Next turn. Or I guess it's... I keep saying culture. It's not culture. Every time I say culture, replace the word stability with what I said, because I'm dumb, okay? So that was our action. So let's see what the AI does. 5. It gets -2 to his military at least. That's good. I am going to spend an action to get 3 more stone. And that's our action from our Petra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to take this there. We are going to... we're going to spend 2 guys to move up there. And that's going to cost us 4 stone. 2 apiece. That's going to get us 6 culture immediately. So we'll be ahead of him for scoring. We'll get a victory point instead of lose a victory point. Let's see. No, that was a free action, actually. So... we're going to spend 2 gold to get, our leader. Which is, if we have the most culture, with our stability, again, stability, we get 4 books. And he gives us 1 stability. So, boom, we're up to 7. And what's the AI going to do? I don't know. 1, 6, it's going to go up there to Siberia. Ooh. We are going to spend this guy's a free action and our turn. So, all right, let's go through our little steps here. So, produce gold. We only have 2 gold. 1, 2, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. 4 gold. We'll take 4. Food. We have 3, 6, nothing minus 6 food. So 6 food. stone, we get nothing. Oh, no, wait. We get 2 stone there. And then we get 3 stone from Kudakesh. And then we get books. We have 6 books. 6 and 14 is 20. We're up to 20 books. And we have to pay 6 food for our two guys that we have down there, and then 2 from our famine over there, 2 over there. All right. And then if we have the most culture, no, stability, plus 4 books. So we're up to 24 books. Oh, we're killing the AI in books. All right. Now, the end of the era scoring. So we get a victory point because you have equal to or greater stability than him. And then at the end of the era, boom, who's got the most books? Well, that's us with 24. So we gain 3 victory points. We have 3, 6, 7, 8 victory points. Yay, us. Go us. All right, this goes down to the Renaissance era. The 2s all go away. These go. Oops. With the 2s. We get 3s now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. We're halfway through the game. We just do scoring the first time, scoring the second time. Should be done, you know. I mean, each error probably takes 15 minutes if you go fast. And then error 3. I guess we'll go ahead and try to finish this up tonight. I don't see why not. I'll just go ahead. He has a higher military, so he keeps first player. This goes away. We look at our. He's going to have a military strength of 10, a culture of 1, only 1 architect. 2 books. -5 food. Woo! Scary. All right, he gets to go first. Oh, before we do that, what are we going to do? We are going to take another guy, but this time from stability, we lose 1, 2, 3 stability, which is okay. And he's going to go 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He takes his leader, Sludeman the first. Okay, Sludeman the first. Okay, Sludeman. We actually could get a Jaguar Warrior. Those guys are worth 7. But you lose the stability with them. For each guy that you go on there. The Samurai, attack of 7, -1 gold for each guy you put on there. Oh, this resets as well. There's no colonies to conquer. Boo. Oh, you know, I cheated. I cheated. So this here has max one guy. So I couldn't have put that guy there. So I'm going to reduce the books by 3. 1, 2, 3. Because you can only have one guy there. And I probably would have put him over here, which would have given us 3 more stability. 1, 2, 3. And another stone. Okay. So I just saw that that guy, you can only have one guy there. 3 stone and 2 books for that. We could try to build another. A lot of military units. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 military units. That's crazy. Three stone to put guys there. 7 attack, huh? Yeah, alright. We'll spend a gold. Spend a gold. We're actually going to take the conquistadors. Put those guys right there. Alright, let's see what the AI does. Are we going to take those or the... Do we want to lose books? Yeah, or do we want to lose money? Nah. Alright, we'll just keep what we got. AI is 6, so he's going to gain +2 books. Uh-oh, he's trying to catch us. That's not good. Alright. Then we're going to spend 3. Boom, to put that guy there. He's a 7. We're up to 7 now. One, 2, which would be here. He goes and takes this guy instead. Then we're going to spend 1 gold to get this battle. So whatever our siege is, which is 5 with these guys, we're going to get 5 books, 5 food, or 5 stone. We're going to take the 5 food. Oop, come here, food. All right, let's see what the eye does. 5 is +4 attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, good for you. Whew. Three stone and 2 food. That's pretty good. We get a lot of stone that way. We still have our Petra, which give us some books, or some gold, or some stone. It costs us the food. We'll spend our Petra action. Discard a food. You know what? Let's gain stone. Are we gonna, in case we need to move guys around? Yeah, we'll get the stone. All right. I thought about the books, but we are leaning on the books pretty good. 2, 6 is this one right there. We're going to spend a gold, and we're going to buy the printing press, and we're going to replace the Vatican with the printing press, which sends the worker there back home. 4, 3, which is this guy right here. We're going to spend 3 stone to bring this guy up. AI 6, which is +2 books. Uh-oh. It is catching up. 16 to 21, huh? Do I want to move another guy over there? Oh, I shouldn't have lost the books when I put that guy there. That's during the end of round scoring. I should lose a book for each guy there. So I shouldn't lose that yet. All right. I think we're going to be done. Do we need anything else? We could spend 3 gold to get two books. No, because we can wait. All right. So these guys go away. These all come down and over. We fill the... Oh, shit! Damn it! That's twice that has happened to me now. Twice that has happened. Or you dropped the deck of cards. That is not a great maneuver, by the way. Do not do this at home. Do not do this at home. All right, these we're not in. No, this is part of our thing. This is part of our thing. This is part of our thing as well. We have this guy. We have this guy now. Jesus, what a mess. I think we had 3 guys on the castle. One guy in the windmill. Think that's set up right now. Let's shuffle these up. You have 3 on the castle. Okay. And 3 on the castle, 1 on the windmill, 1 on the Crusader, and 1 on the printing press, I believe, is what we had. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that's twice that has happened to us now. All right, so we get a victory point because we have equal to or higher stability than the AI. We then move this up to the next time, shuffling these up. All right. Hopefully that didn't mess up too many things. All right, let's see what we got for the AI. He's going to have a military of 9 and stability. Oh, wait a minute. Before we get to that, we had to pay 5 food. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, wow. Wait, do we go? Do we get our resources? We didn't get our resources yet. Wait a minute. What the hell are you doing, Jester? Slow down. Hang on a second. We didn't do scoring yet. We have to score, right? We didn't get our resources. Food. Do we get all of our resources? So we should have got money. 1 money. Right? Do we not do money? Yeah, okay. I didn't think we did. Food. We got 3 food. Stone. We should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We get 9 stone. That's pretty nice. And books. We get 2 books from that guy. 1, 2. We get, if we have the most stability, gain 4 books. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the most stability. All right. This resets. We have to pay 3 from our. Wait a minute. Is that right? I thought we used another one of these workers. Maybe we had 2 here. Did we have 2 there? Because I think we had. Didn't we have 2 guys out of the. Weren't we paying 6 food over here? Do we have 2 guys on the windmill? I think that's what we were doing. We should have gained another 3. Right? We should have gained another 3 because the guy in the windmill, but we have to pay 6 in food and then 5. We have to pay 11. So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 food. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I think we're right. 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Whew. Crazy. All right, so now at the round marker, now we can look and see what the AI is doing. Right, okay. So he's got 9, culture of 4, 2 architects. It's going to gain 3 books. 1, 2, 3. We're going to have to pay 6 food. Ooh, that's going to be brutal. Wow. Wow. All right, we are going to risk it. We're going to spend another 3 stability. Boom, 2, 3 to get another worker. So we have 3 food. We're going to have to get some food, boys. Time to get some food. And we can't move anybody off our stability. You know what? All right, we are going to spend 1 on the sacrificial altar. And that sacrificial altar is actually going to go right here, which means all those guys go back. And it's going to go right there. 1 goal, boom. Oh, we don't get to go first. Right, the AI gets to go first, so we could. Hang on, I'm not going to undo that. Let's hope he doesn't roll this, though, because that would really make me sad. Okay, he doesn't. He's going to get +3 military. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's okay. Then I'm going to do that. I'm not going to take that and undo it. Okay. Then the AI gets to go again. 6 +3 military again. Oh my God. All right. Let's hope he doesn't draw into war, because that would be very bad. Oh, we also, during production, we should have lost a book from that guy. Right. We're down to 27 books. AI is at 19. Okay. Oh, and we should have moved that up. Right. Quebec would be nice to conquer, but we're going to need another guy there. So we're going to go there. It's going to cost us 3 stone to put that guy there. Let's hope he doesn't take Quebec away from us. 3. Oh, he almost did. He took this one away. Woo, that was close. Now we have 14 military. We can take over Quebec for a gold piece. We have at least 12. Oh, we should actually have 14 there. And he's going to earn us 4 books. 1, 5. He takes Peter the Great. And oh, by the way, all this would go in the dumpster. We would have 0. Yeah, we would have 0. We would have 0, right? I think we would have 0. So I'm going to spend 3 stone per person. I'm going to spend 9 stone. Put 3 guys back on there. That's 3 stability, 9 stability. Minus, what is our minuses? Don't we have some? I thought we had some minuses to our stability. Oh, -6 from there. Takes us to 3. Damn, that sucks. Our turn, huh? We need to have more stability so we can get the free books from this guy. So we need more stability, which means we have to take somebody off of something else. Right now, there's no war going on, so we don't have... Oh, this should have gone away, by the way, a long time ago. There isn't a war been going on for a while, so that's actually good. So I think I'm going to take this guy off as a free action. And then as a free action, I'm going to put him over here for 3 more stone. Ooh, that's brutal. We are out of stone. 0 more stone, but that's going to give us more stability than him. And that was all free action, actually. So, am I done? I think I'm done. I'm pretty sure I'm done. I think I'm done. Okay. That was all free action stuff. Okay, so production, gold first. We have 2 gold. That's all we get is just 2 stinking gold. Then food. Now this is going to be interesting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 food. 14 food. Stone. 3. Oh, 6. Yes, 6. 6 stone. Then books. You have 2 books there. 4 from Quebec. So that's 6 books. We're up to 33. And then if we have the most culture, or stability, plus 4 books. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're killing the AI in books. We don't have to worry about that. Now we have to pay 6 food here, 6 food there. That's 12 food. We can pay 13. Get 1 food back. We have 6 stability, which we yes. That is it. So we are higher stability, so we get a victory point. And then the end of the era scoring, we have more books than him by a long shot. We get 3 victory points. And this all goes away. 3. Oops. 3. And we just got out the last 2 groups. He stays first player because he's got more military strength than me. These go away. All right. Boom. We do 2 more turns and we are done. These. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can do this without spilling them. All right. Here we go. Nice big stack. We're not going to see, but just a little fraction of what this has to offer. All right. Okay, we also should lose a book because of the Conquistador. I keep forgetting that. So there's that. All right. For growth, do we want to take another guy and lose some more food? Or do we want to get a resource from over there? Get some more resources. I'm going to take another guy off the food, which means we're going to have to pay 9 food plus what all this is. So currently we're making 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're making 14 food. So we have to pay 9 plus whatever that is. So let's hope it's not a lot of food. Two food. Okay, we'll take that. That's great. He's got a military strength of 18. A stability of 5. We have 2 architects. He's going to gain 4 books. 2 famine. Takes an architect or minus on the military. Okay. He gets to go first because for some reason he's stronger than the Mongolians. 6 minus 3 to his military. 1, 2, 3. That's better. 23 or 25 to take these guys out. I don't think we're doing that. All right, we're going to use our Petra right off the bat. We're going to spend the food and get 3 stone. I don't see much out there that we even need. So, 4, 5. So that was the one card I thought about. So, anyways, some food and stability. Or, I'm sorry, gold and stability. These are too expensive. unless we put some more guys out there, which I don't think we want to do that. The mint would be nice. But we only have two things left. I'd have to like to get to 25 military. 7 guy, 7, 14, 21, 20. I need 4 guys on here. That's crazy. Just to get 5 books? Are you kidding me? This guy gives me 4 books by himself. So we're actually going to spend 3 gold. We're going to do this one here, which is the Battle of Tsushima. For our siege value, which is 5. We get 5 books, 5 food, or 5 stone. You know what we're taking. Taking 5 food. See what the AI does. 1, 5, boom. We are going to spend another 3 gold. We're going to do the exact same thing. Boom. We have 5. We're going to take 5 food again. We're going to get a stockpile of food just so we don't have to worry about it going into the last round. Let's see what the AI does. 5. He takes a architect. We need to put this guy somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. 3 stone to put him down. The question is where. It's either going to be here or here. More stability and food, or more stones and books. We're going to put them there, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. That's a free action. We're done. We're stopping the turn. Boom. Okay, so production, gold. 1, 2 gold. That's the one thing we're going to be short on is gold here in a minute. Food, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 16 food. 16 food. We got tons of food. That was food. Stones. Stones. 3 stones. 6 stones. 6 stones. Books. 2 books. That's it. 2 books. That's it. 1, 2. And then we get 4 books because we have more culture than him. 1, 2, 3, 4. We lose a book because of the Crusader. Boom. And we get a victory point because we have more stability than him. Right. This resets. We get a new one of these. This is the last turn. Oh, wait. Let's get rid of these. Slide these down. Let's see if we can do this without destroying everything. And that's it. That's all we get. That's all we get to see. Let's see what the AI decides to do. Oh, wait. Before we do that, we got to pay 369 food. I'm going to give him 10 and get a 1 back. 1 back. And then we have to pay 2 food for this. Okay. So we currently have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 19 food currently in our stash pile, so that's okay. We have 3, 6, 9, 12 stone, 2, 4, 6, 8 gold, and a bunch of victory points. Okay. So for final round, let's see what he's gonna do. We paid the 2 food, right? I'm pretty sure we did. 25 military. Are you kidding me? Wow. 3. Well, we killed him in stability. 1 of those architects, he's gonna get 3 books. 5 food, no problem. Okay. So as long as he doesn't start a war, we'll be fine. We will be fine. Frederick Chopin produces books times 2. Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. Very expensive. I mean, literally very expensive. Oh, yeah, we need to decide. We're going to take a thing. You're going to take a guy. And lose 3, 1, 2, 3 stability. So we have -9 stability, but we have 3, 6, 9, 12. So it's 12 minus 9 should be 3. Oh, wait. 3, 6, 9, 12. 15 minus 9 is 6, right. We got a guy to play with. We can do some books. We got to spend 3 to put him out, so we'll put him out. I guess here. And I like literally, I think the game is over. I don't need anything else. We're killing him in books, so it's not like he's going to catch up in books. We have more stability than him. The only thing we could do is like buy this, which will give us 2 stone, and then we can change in 4 resources for victory points. We got plenty of extra resources. We're gonna end up food wise. We're gonna need 5, 9, and 5. We're gonna need 14 food, which we're gonna make 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're gonna make 16 food. We need to pay 14, so we're gonna end up with 2 extra food. So I guess we'll do that. We'll spend 2 gold to get the electricity. Gives us 2 stone. -4 resources for victory points. 15, 16, 17, 18. 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, or 8, 12, 16. Oh, that's 4 victory points. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's another 3. That's 7 victory points. Okay. 3, 6, 7 victory points. Okay. 2, 4. Yeah, we'll get rid of another 4 gold for another victory points. Because I mean, we're gonna end the game right now, so we don't need anything else. We're fine. None of that stuff's gonna help us. We got it. We're not really fighting. This is kind of yeah. All right. It's been going too long, anyways. Almost 2 hours. So final scoring. Here we go. Oh wait, we still get our stuff. So gold, 2 gold, food, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 16 gold. Our food, 16 food. Stones, 3, 6, 9 stone. Books, we have 2, 4 books. 1, 2. Oh, that's not books. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 because we have more stability than the AI. Oh, I forgot we had 4 books down here in Quebec as well. I've been getting the 4 books from here, but not there. I guess you should try to 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to get all your resources, Jester. Good lord. Oh, we also had 1 stability from this guy that I completely forgot about. So we should have. All right, so we owe 9 food. Plus 5, we owe 14 food. We got plenty left over. Actually, not that much, just 4. All right, we get a victory point there. We got 3 victory points. 3 victory points there. And now we get victory points on our cards. We get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 victory points. 10, 20, 30, 32, 4, 6, 36. And this is where 0. Maybe 36. Let's see. Is that where oops. Maybe 36. Damn it. All right, we are between Cleopatra and Charles. Charles is 40, Cleopatra's 35. So right in the middle. That's about where I scored before. Cleopatra's 35. We scored better than Cleopatra. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we made it higher than the 6th level. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So yeah, we made it right in the middle. I think that's pretty much how every time we play this game we end up slightly in the middle. 36 victory points, but I think I'm forgetting something, but maybe I'm not. I don't know. Anyways, I always love this game. I'm looking forward to getting my. I love civilization building games, but we have Through the Ages should be here tomorrow or the next day or two with the expansion, and looking forward to giving that a whirl because, of course, that's civilization building, pretty in depth. This one is kind of a more friendlier one, I guess. A friendlier, easier version, right? I know civilization. I know Through the Ages is a lot more complex in how it does things and analyzes things. And I don't know if I'm gonna give you my good 6-sided dice. Let's see about Giving you a different dice. Hmm. That's fine. We'll give you a red dice. That's fine. All right. Oops. There's still a few things over there. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think we did pretty good. The Mongolians seem to do okay. I don't understand their special ability. And one thing I didn't actually use in all the times I played this now, I've never actually done it. But maybe one of these times I should actually do it. Is one of the things it adds is a turmoil mode, right? Where you take your dynasty into turmoil, you lose some stability, and just for that turn, you lose stability. And basically, what you do is you take one of your 2 special dynasty cards and you put them down on your special ability, and it kind of overrides your special ability. So for us, we could have changed the Golden Horde, where others buy war, you get money. So, and there's no explanation how to, yeah. So and then our other one was when played, take 3 workers. So again, I don't know what that means. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. So yeah, looking forward to Through the Ages. I actually just got Steam has got a sale going on. There's spring sale, I think, is what's going on. And I actually just ended up buying Through the Ages for their the computer Through the Ages. So I'm going to be able to play it on the computer and also here live and in person with the cards and dice as well. So that'll be cool. I'm looking forward to trying that one out for sure. Let's just see. Cleanup is not too bad, is it? 4s are going to go there. We got a bunch of 1s still. I don't know why we would still have 1s. Some 3s. 2s. 3, 2, 2, 3. And a few 1s. So, there you go. That is a look at Nations. I always say to you guys, oh yeah, you should play Nations. It's great, and I love this game. But then I never play it. So then I was like, oh, I should probably play it, especially since I'm on this civilization building kick. I should probably play Nations so I can show off Nations and some of the special units. So, yeah, I decided I was going to do that tonight. With the expansion, of course. And like I said, it's a little. The game is great, and it's wonderful, and I highly recommend it. It's just a little frustrating when they add in some stuff to the game, but they don't. I mean, they explain it in the rule book, but they don't. I don't understand what those cards do. Like, I mean, I understand. I go into turmoil and I lose some stability, and then I replace that power with a card that says others pay for war, you get gold. And then when you look in the rule book, which happens to be here somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. It's right here. I just saw it a minute ago when I was putting things away. Did I put it in here? Like, here's the main rule book. I need the expansion rule book, though. What did I do with the expansion rule book? It should be right here with the other rule book. Make sure it didn't get stuck in between all the... Because it's very thin. It's very small. That's what kind of my point is, this expansion. And it doesn't explain... where the frickety frick? Oh, somehow it ended up way behind me. Now, how's that happen? So, this is literally the expansion rule book for Dynasties. It's that, this, and this. That's it. So, there's not a lot of rules in here. And when you look for Mongolia, right? Mongolia, the only information it shows me for Mongolia, which obviously is the country we were playing, it says Mongolian dash workers. If you ever have 0 strength during production, it causes revolt. -1 victory point, -1 book per negative, same as negative stability. Where did it come up with this information? How and why was it using this? Because if I look at my, where is my? Okay. This is Portugal on this side. On the other side is the Mongolians. Mongolia. Right? Do you see anywhere on here that says anything about workers? If you have less than 0 strength during production, it causes revolt. If you have less than 0 strength during production, it causes revolt. And then the other thing it says for Mongolian is this is a normal space. So the steps, which is this here, it says this is a normal space for building and military, but you cannot deploy workers on it before you've placed a new card on it. So you can't put anyone here because it doesn't produce anything until you've upgraded it with a new card or put a different card there, right? So, all right, I understand that, duh. And then the last thing it says is for the Jung Dynasty. For the Jung Dynasty, right? Which is this one card. When played, take 3 workers. It says these are taken from your normal workers, same as if you would take them from during the growth phase. Okay, so I'm just getting 3 workers. So I'm just trying to figure out why I would go into revolt to get 3 workers, because at the end of the round I'm going to have to pay 9 stability from the 3 workers that I took, or 9 food from the workers that I took. So how is that even a good thing for me? Maybe if you're planning on having a lot, it doesn't make any sense. But then it doesn't explain the other card. There's nothing about the other card in here, which is like the other card that says others by war, you get gold. Or you get gold. But there's no explanation on that one. There's literally no explanation. So I don't know. I don't know how some of this stuff. You take these from the normal workers, same as you take them in the growth phase. Okay, so you get new workers that you're going to have to pay for at the end of the round. So what's the advantage of getting 3 of them? I'm missing something. Obviously, I'm missing something. Maybe it's I only play it solo, so maybe it's different. When you're not playing solo and you need those workers somehow for some reason, you need a bunch of workers all of a sudden. I guess for whatever reason, that would be kind of cool. But then what? Others pay for war, you get money. So does that mean when there's a war, I get money? The other person gives me the money. The AI gives me the money. I don't know. Maybe I need to get on Board Game Geek and see if there's a frequently asked questions section or something. Because I don't think they did a very good job of explaining the rules. Or not the rules, but kind of the the new things very well. They don't kind of go into details much about it. And especially, there's no new rules on the solo mode. So how does this interact? How does this interact with the solo mode? Is there when you're playing against a solo, you don't have a war. You just, just kind of I don't know. It's just frustrating, I guess. A little bit frustrating. Not too bad. It's just could have been done a little bit better, I guess, is what I'm saying. Little bit easier for people. Your round summary, which is great. It has this nice round summary talkered or whatever you want to call this, with the nice wooden cardboard inserts, which are super nice because they're sturdy. They're not going to damage. They have good information on them in the round summary, but they don't cover the solo mode at all. No information on the solo mode, which is different than when you're playing it normal. So it's great, except for I can't use it because you don't give me any information I need when I'm playing solo. You could have literally put that in there. That would have been good. One side could have had that, and the other side you could have put the solo mode on there. So it's these it's these things that oh, I love this game and I think it's great, but man, then they go and do this stuff that makes you go why? I don't understand your game, and you don't explain anything. All right. So yeah, we're gonna be trying out the other guy. I still think this is a great game. I highly recommend it. I'm not saying anything negative about the game. I just think that the game could have explained things a little better for people. Could have given you a little bit better details about things. And it could have expanded on. I mean, we were using a house rule about the AI because, to be honest, the AI that's written is broken. It's just dumb. The AI is going to completely evaporate a whole row. It can only take one building. Why would it eradicate a whole row in one turn? That just doesn't make any sense. Unless you're playing 3 other people. And the chances of everyone going, oh, I'm going to buy the first, and I'm going to buy the second, and I'm going to buy the third. Probably 1 in every 100 turns that might happen, maybe. So to have the AI replicate that is dumb, because that's not how AI is supposed to simulate a player playing the game And that's not how players play this game. So that's dumb and lazy is what that is. If you are thinking that that is good design for your AI, no, it's dumb. It's absolutely dumb. And you have failed. So you need to reevaluate your AI because it's dumb. Like your scoring thing, right? Your scoring is just beat your high score and compare your number versus compare your number versus other people's numbers. That's just kind of dumb. I've never been, score your have a higher score. That's what I meant to say. Is never a good AI. Really, you could have done something with it, but you chose not to. So there you go. I'll put away with the expansion. At least you can fit the expansion in the main box and everything, because the expansion, as expensive as that expansion is, it doesn't add that much. It does have these player boards, which is nice. So you get 12 civilizations that you're playing that start off with different resources and different buildings and different things, which that's kind of nice. So that's why I spent the money on the expansion. But this is one of these games, you can't find it too much anymore. I think it was 2013 game, 2013 release, 2015 for the expansion, and the expansion runs, I think, like $65 to $85, and the main game is about that as well. So you're looking at like $140 to $160 for this and the expansion minimum, unless you can find a deal if somebody's giving selling it or whatever. And I think it's there's just, it hasn't been reprinted or anything like that. I think it should get a reprint, and maybe they could fine tune the AI a little bit better. There's lots of cards, as you can saw, lots of variability in there. I think the problem with the game is, from playing it like 5 or 6 times now, the variability is it ramps. It's like a slow climb, like, oh, my building gives me 1 of this, and I can upgrade it to do 2 of this. Oh, okay. It's better, but it's, and then eventually you get to the point where it's like, oh, I've got enough resources in. I don't really need to go from 4 resources to 5 resources. 4 is enough. I don't need to upgrade to 5. So it's kind of like anticlimactic at the end. It's like, oh, like the last round, we were like, we don't need any of that stuff anymore. We're kind of at the point where we have enough food, we have enough stone. Sure, we could upgrade our building, but why? There's no reason. We got enough food to pay for the famine. We got enough food to pay for our guys. We could go to war and get a couple stones. We could go to war and get a couple resources, but why? So I think it gets to the point where it's like you climb, and then it just levels off. And instead of like expanding on it, doing some great things. And you could see at the end, like, I think there's some balancing stuff going on, because like to conquer those territories, we were like 25 military, and if you're only got a 6 or 7 or 8 military, you're spending 4 or 5 guys on that one area so you have enough military to conquer a territory. And what do you get for that? Right? You get 4 stone as opposed to the 3 stone that I got earlier. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm not going to try to get that much military. so that I can get 1 extra stone or 2 extra stone. That's crazy. That's dumb. That's ridiculous. It's just there's definitely some balancing stuff going on or something that I'm missing because it's like it just some of this stuff just doesn't make sense, especially in error 3 and error 4. Like 1 and 2 is a nice progression, and you get to 3 and you're like, I don't really need that. I don't really need that. Yeah, maybe I'll take this. Yeah, maybe I'll take that. It's kind of an iffy, but error 4 is like, I don't need you. I don't really need you. Why? I don't see a bonus, right? And that it's also kind of designed issue with the books, right? The books, like if you saw the dice game the other day and this version, it's all about, the books is all about, you get more, you get victory points for every one that you're ahead. So you just need more books than your opponent. So if your opponent's not getting any books, then you don't need to get any books. You need to have one more. It's like the old saying, I don't need to run fast from the zombies. I just need to run faster than you. Because the zombies will kill you and they'll stop to eat you because I'm faster than you. So you just one step ahead. That's all you need to be. And the tokens we were using, the AI was getting like 2 or 3 books. I had that one card that was giving us 3 books per person that was on it. But then our leader was like, as long as you have more stability than your opponents, you get 4 books. So literally we're getting like 7 books every turn for nothing. Like literally nothing. And that was before we conquered that one territory that I forgot that was giving us 4 books every turn. So literally between our leader and that area we conquered and their one building, we were getting like 12 books a turn. The AI was getting 2 or 3 books. So we were like way ahead of the AI in books, which means it's like it's a broken resource part of the game because I should get something for having all those books. And to get 1 victory point, or I'm sorry, to get 3 victory points every scoring phase because I have more books than them. I mean, it doesn't incentivize you to get lots of books, right? It's just like, again, I only need 1 more book than you. If you only get 2 books a turn, I only need to get 3 books a turn, and I will be able to win against you. That's, for me, it's just anticlimactic mechanic in the game. So I don't think that's never been like my favorite part of this game. I still think it's probably top 50 game of all time. The variability and the replayability is great. You saw there's 86 or 84, I forget, I counted them, cards per error, and you're using 4, 8, 12, and then replacing 4, 8, so that's like 20. You're gonna see like 20 of the 84 cards, so 1/4 of them. So you would literally have to play it like 5 times just if you're lucky enough to see every card from the errors, the different errors. So I mean the variability is great. Like I said, like the first 2, I mean that's good, but it's also bad because the first error where you play phase 1 and phase 2 of that era, we saw 1 leader, and that leader wasn't very good for us, right? But if we were playing, say, a multiplayer game with 3 people, that one person could have got that leader, and they would have, everybody else would be, oh, we'll see a leader, and then we don't see a leader for like 3 or 4 turns because of the variability of things. So it's kind of a little weird, right? It's kind of a little weird. So I don't like how there's a lot of things I do like about this game, but there's also a lot of things I don't like. I don't like how you replace just like row 1 and row 2. I think you should replace all the cards there, right? So I mean, I think house rule replacing all the cards, and then I think they should come in more often, right? Instead of having like 1 phase, 2 phase, and then score, and then go in the next era. I think you should have one phase, two phase, three phase, and then score. So like instead of having two phases to an error, maybe have three or four phases. But of course, that'll make the game a lot longer. It's already kind of a long game, 2 hours ish, 2 to 2.5 hours to play, I think. Kind of a longer game to begin with, especially, it goes quick when you can take your turn. The AI's, again, flipping up a card. Sometimes it just does the stupidest things sometimes. Like literally we rolled and it took a unit, and then we rolled the next time and it took another unit. Like nobody is gonna buy a unit and then immediately replace that unit with a different unit. That's just not gonna happen. It's just takes the player out because it's not how people play this game. You're gonna buy something to replace something, okay, but then you're not gonna buy the same thing to replace the one you just got. It just doesn't make sense. So I guess that's what you get when you get random. There's, again, put some time in your AI, right, guys, producers, manufacturers. Like instead of having like one little tiny section that explains your AI, goddamn, develop it and make it good, and people will enjoy playing your game a lot more. I mean, you have to. I would have to house rule this AI and changed it, like, to make it better, because it's not good the way it is in the book. To be, the base way of doing it is not very good. It's not very, where, oh, you roll a 2, it takes all the cards from 2 out. That's no, that's not how the game plays. It's if you sit down with people, that's not how it plays. And so why would the AI do that? And you're trying to punish the players? Then punish the players fair and equal way. Don't just randomly do that. That's just lazy AI, lazy development, and I just hate that when they do that. Just hate it. Spend some time and develop your game to make it better. I'm gonna have to look online and probably do that as soon as I'm done with this video. Right now, as a matter of fact, because I want to see if there's some rules or some changes, house rules for this, to see if. And I don't want to two-handed it either. I don't want to play my faction and also play another faction. I don't know if I would want to do that with this. Anyways, it's getting late. It's already 12:30. I didn't realize it was this late. We gotta go. We got work tomorrow in the morning, so we'll see everybody. Thanks for coming by. Take care. We'll see y'all soon. And don't forget, tip your waitresses on the way out the door, and we'll see you all real soon. Until then, my friends, take care, and we'll see you down the line.